Welcome to another episode of Drunk Cop and a Teacher, the podcast where everything's made up and our comments don't matter, just like a disc release of Justice League. I don't know if you saw that. They're releasing
No,
Justice League Snyder Cut on 4K, UHD, Blu-ray, all the lovely good stuff.
I ain't
So
paying for that shit.
I don't know who is paying for that shit because even you
Shit
DC
payers.
hardcore fans, like if they bought the first one that was shitty, like then they just wasted money because then they're gonna buy the movie again.
But they
Technically,
already have it on HBO Max.
people want their discs. I get why they're doing it, but I just don't. It just doesn't matter.
I mean, I understand of getting something good, but you're not getting anything good.
I mean, I got a file somewhere.
People want to see, the Flash play Duck Duck Goose in 4K.
Oh.
Or rubbing a hot dog across somebody's mouth.
All right,
That's
we're
what-
good. we're going on from there. Listeners, we lied to you in our last episode. Mike's fault on this one. We didn't record another episode. Actually, just a lot of us got sick because we got our second dose.
A lot of us. Who?
All three of us. That's a lot of us.
I didn't get
Oh,
sick.
I was lying. I was just hungover.
Oh, I thought you got your second dose.
I did get the second
but
one,
you
but I
didn't
was.
feel anything.
I
No,
got
I was-
got my second one. I didn't
You
feel
didn't get the
anything.
sarcasm.
Oh.
I had like 5 drinks in like the last 30 minutes before closing, and I started at 4
I
in
thought
the
you were
afternoon.
comparing how you felt to.
Oh no,
drinking.
that was real. I was having real drinks.
I don't
had at
know.
least
I don't
15.
know how to
So
read.
Mike was the one that lied.
No, I didn't get any symptoms.
Yeah, but you said you were sick the night that we were supposed to go drink with Ham.
Oh, I
Oh
was
yeah, he did.
sick.
He's a fucking liar.
And then the
Oh, no,
next
no, no,
day,
no, 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 no.
you were
I-
like,
no.
the next day you were like, oh, I got my second dose. I don't feel so good.
Oh no! I was fucking actually feeling like. Actually, I think it was a symptom. I was feeling sleepy.
Fucking
All right.
fine.
Well, anyway, listeners, we didn't have a second episode, so we're sorry we lied to you. We'll try to make it up as best as we can because there are some old headlines that we'll just quickly try to address while kind of covering some of the newer stuff. So we'll see what we can do about it in the time frame that Ham is permitting us to take care of it in. But before, because we haven't done an intro in a while, Mike, catch us up on life, liberty, and the pursuit of quitting Apple.
Next.
Yep.
So I started watching. Me and my wife, we were on a trilogy of watching all the Saw movies. We're getting ready for the new ones of a new Saw movie that's coming out. I think it's called. What's it called? Spyro or something like that?
I think
There's
so.
a
Yeah,
new
the one
Saw
with Chris
movie coming
Rock.
out?
Yeah, Chris Rock.
Oh,
Chris
they
Rock.
did announce that. I remember they announced that. They were actually filming that. It's gonna come out soon.
Yeah, so
I think
I'm
so.
up to- Yeah, I don't remember what day exactly, but we were like, hey, you know what? Let's rewatch it because even though it's like Saw's actually not that good of a movie, but it's like one of those
The
guilty
first one is
pleasures.
good.
Yeah, I would say that
Mm.
What?
Whoa!
No, don't get me wrong. It's a guilty pleasure movie.
I
What?
still
Like-
think the first one was good.
I would even.
No, the
label
first
as
one.
guilty
The first one
pleasure.
is good. The first one
Okay.
is good, but like I'm just saying, like if you're trying to like review it as a professional critic, it has a lot of holes in it. But hey, fuck it. We're not
That's the
professionals.
point, isn't it? Right? Because it's supposed to
Yeah.
set up a lot of. I don't know.
I'll maybe
liked
give you
it.
the second
You just
one.
have to go back and watch it because it's pretty funny with the whole pig scene of like somebody
Sure.
dressed with a pig
Pig
mask.
mask.
Yeah,
It's-
people
it's
do
pretty-
that for Halloween.
Yeah, sure. I think it's funny. But we're like in the middle of it. I think we're in 4.
Okay.
I don't
believe
know.
so,
After,
but it's fun.
after,
It's fun. But other than that, I don't think there's much I have been doing. I've been just been working. And I just don't want to lose my mind. But sure,
Yeah.
go ahead, Ham.
Well, listeners, really quick, just to clarify why I said the pursuit of leaving Apple is because he's a cop at Apple, security
I'm a
job
cop
at
at Apple.
and he's trying to get the hell out of being security for Apple.
I
So,
got out. I got out. Today
You
was
got
my
out.
last
You
day.
got out.
For anybody who works for at my company, I'm not gonna say anything, but
fire this man.
treat people with respect. You fucking dickweeds.
Speaking of dickweeds, Ham, how have you been?
Hey, Dickweed.
I'll allow it. I started and about to finish Invincible show on Amazon.
Ooh, I want to
That's
watch that.
yeah.
A lot of hype.
It's also with Steven.
Stephen Ewan,
Yeah,
J.K. Simmons.
yeah. You're gonna watch it. J.K. Simmons as a
I
superhero.
know. I know the basic storyline because it's based off the comics. It's based off
Yeah,
the very popular indie line of comics. So
by
I
what's
don't
his
know.
name? Who did The Walking Dead as well?
Yep. Yep.
Robert Kirkman, I believe that is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like it. It it was the first episode took a little warming up to, but at the end of the first episode, I'm like, oh shit, here we go. All right, we'll see. A lot of big names. I don't know how to point out or pin down the or pinpoint the style, but it's very interesting. I'm hooked, and I know they announced season 2 and 3 already.
Yeah.
So yeah. Other than that, did I see anything good? Not that I remember. Uh, yeah, that's all I got.
What about you, Sally boy?
I've watched a few things that you guys have watched eons
Ooh.
ago, but just things that I
Hmm.
finally caught up to. Yeah, well, for instance, I don't think I ever actually fully admitted this, but I never watched Toy Story 4. And so for the
Nah.
first time a couple weeks ago, I actually finally fully watched it. It was one of our movie night deals. So
Oh, nice.
I watched it. It was pretty good.
I liked it.
I would say not as good as the other ones. But I get what message they were trying to go for, so it was fine. And then I watched How to Train Your Dragon Hidden World.
Oh,
I
you
don't
never seen it? The last one?
No, is that a third one or a fourth one?
That's
Third
a
one.
third one. The fourth
Okay.
one was like a family side film.
Yeah,
Was
no,
there
there was
one?
no technical fourth one.
So maybe I
Yeah.
never seen the second one because there was so much that
Second one
happened.
was.
Did you see what happened with the dad?
I thought I did, but when I
That's the
watched
second
this
one.
one, I was lost, and I was like, "Wait, when did she come into play? When did the mother like?" I
Second
remember
one.
the mother, but I don't
Second one.
remember. Yeah, I don't think I ever watched the second one, so that's why I
Oh,
was lost. But
spoilers.
it was fine. I liked it.
I would say the second one is the best one.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, I don't know.
Non-animated side of things.
Oh, this guy's watching non-animated now.
I
Ooh,
watched
naughty boy.
you're weird. I watched Underwater. I don't know if you guys remember that movie.
What?
Underwater.
It's with I think what is her name? Kira? No, the chick from Twilight.
Oh, I
Christian-
did see one. The horror one? No,
Yeah,
Oh,
the underwater
yes,
horror
I
one.
did see that one. That
I
one.
saw that. I saw that in
I-
theaters.
I liked it. I actually liked it. I don't know.
I enjoyed it too. It gets a lot of hate. Like if you look online for Underwater, like people are just bashing this movie, and
Yeah.
I don't really get it because I thought it did fine developing the characters throughout it. Like you didn't have to know the characters in full glimpse into their stories.
This is the one with the
And then-
monsters, right?
The
Yeah.
underwater creatures that that you
Mhm.
see until the end, but then like spoilers for anybody that hasn't seen it. The big reveal is that it's like a giant Cthulhu monster that's destroying everything.
It's
And-
dumb horror movie. I didn't care.
I don't even say it would be dumb, but like
I don't
I
think it
liked
was
it. I
dumb.
enjoyed it. I just wish they focused more on the monsters and the origin behind the monsters. So I think that's pretty much it. New. I started. No one brought this up. I'm slightly surprised. But
Because it's been so long. What do you got for me?
I slightly started. I only watched the first 10 minutes of the first episode of Bad Batch. Which is the Star Wars Disney.
Oh my god! I
Animated
forgot
series.
that did come out.
I
It
saw
was
the
May the 4th
recap.
the other day.
I saw the
Yes.
recap.
Don't say anything. I didn't spoil it. But I saw
No,
the first 10
the
minutes.
recap. The first
Oh,
minute or whatever. They're like,
I-
oh, this happening, that
I
happening.
like what I saw. I mean, it was just the intro to the team, so I liked what I saw. I haven't gotten around to finishing the rest of it because I think they start premiering the episodes like on Fridays after that. So
Oh,
I had to
okay.
try to finish before then.
It only
to
came
catch
out
up.
one episode, right?
Yeah, it's an hour-long episode.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I looked at it. I'm like, oh, how long is it? Like, nope.
I gotta check it out.
Other than that, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's all I've been up to.
And
So
time of
more-
the
More
recording.
than my usual.
Yeah, more. Well,
Yeah.
time of recording is Cinco de Mayo. I'm disappointed because I didn't do
No,
anything.
no, it's not. Cinco de Mayo is done, man. That was done 10 minutes ago.
Oh,
Yeah, technically.
oh, fuck me.
So now it's Revenge of the Sixth. Revenge of the Sixth.
Why you gotta mess it
Whatever.
up? Why you gotta mess it up for Star Wars fans everywhere? Now they're mad
May
at you.
May the three be with you then.
All right, we're done. Let's go on to our main movie topic of discussion here. It is a movie that Mike picked out for us. I brought it
Again.
to our attention. Yeah, no, Mike's just pulling all the shots here. Without
You're
Remorse.
fired.
Without
Is
Remorse.
that what they told you?
Starring Michael B. Jordan. Also has Guy Pearce in there. There's also Lauren
Yeah.
London, Jodie Turner-Smith, Jacob Scipio, Jamie Bell, and other people that I'm not too familiar with. But Michael B. Jordan and Guy Pearce are the ones that stand out the most to me.
Mm-hmm.
IMDb gives it a 5.8.
Whoa.
Rotten Tomatoes gives it a 45%.
Ooh.
Metacritic 42%.
Mm.
And then, of
Let's hear it.
course, the only reviews that matter, although I think one of the 6 people fell asleep just like Ham's about to soon enough.
Oh.
79% like this movie.
Uh-huh.
The synopsis goes, seeking justice for the murder of his pregnant wife, an elite Navy SEAL uncovers a covert plot that threatens to engulf the United States and Russia in an all-out war. This was an Amazon exclusive. So if you have Amazon Prime, you can go ahead and check out the movie.
I do.
It is based off Tom Clancy's book, which is also called Without Remorse, although from what I understand, it's very loosely based off of that book. And yeah, we'll do what we did last time. We'll give our cards first, and then we'll go into a full-on spoiler discussion about this movie. So, Mike, what is your card?
Red card.
Ham?
I'll give it a yellow.
I'm going to give it a yellow, too. All right, so just like the synopsis says, this guy's family gets killed during the night. We also see beforehand that his partners from his team also get killed.
Mhm.
And then he goes on this murderous rampage trying to figure out what the hell happened. Ends up at the end that the the head of the military? I forget what his department was. The Guy Pearce's character.
Thought it was FBI.
FBI. What? Okay, FBI.
I thought it was CIA.
No, the
CIA
other
was the other one that
Yeah.
they were at first like.
The
It
woman.
had that one guy that you wanted to hate so bad because he's such a fucking dick, but it ended up him was actually on the right side of the of the fence.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Guy Pearce's character was the traitor
Yeah.
basically. Ended up wanting to cause shit between Russia and the U.S. And so he set up this whole thing for Russians to die on American soil and for Americans to die on Russian soil and blah blah blah. And then Michael B. Jordan's character finds out, tries to basically, he does kill Guy Pearce's character, but gets all the admittance of what exactly happened, clears his name, blah blah blah, and all that. But
Spoilers.
Michael B. Jordan, it's a full-on spoiler discussion. I'm just trying to recap the movie now. Michael B. Jordan's character does walk away free, but he's technically dead. So, new identity and all that other crap.
He went rogue.
And then we get a mid-credit scene where he's like, I want to assemble a team.
The Avengers.
Well, Rainbow.
Oh, wrong movie. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Wrong one. Sorry.
There was a mid-credit scene where he does talk to the CIA agent again and says that he wants to build a diverse team with a specific set of skills, which does, like Mike had said, does lead to Rainbow Six, which is kind of cool. I wasn't expecting that, and but apparently this was like this original tie-in to it. Like this book does tie into the Rainbow Six series, so I don't know. I don't have much to say about this movie other than it's solid. I think Michael B. Jordan's acting was great in this movie. It's probably like the biggest highlight of the movie. The action scenes were solid. I was never bored. I was never, disinterested. Why don't I give it a green card? Because it's just like any other type of I don't know if I can call it espionage movie, but thriller movie.
I was about to say the same thing. It's also generic. Again, I'm using the same word. It's generic. It's like, oh, this is happening. Got it.
Yeah, there's nothing unique that this brings. Like I feel like I've seen this movie a bunch of times before, and there's nothing really stands out other than that mid-credit scene of, oh, cool, we're gonna get some Rainbow Six action. This is when I halfway through watching this, I was comparing it to Extraction, and to be honest with me, I like this one better than Extraction. I felt like this one was
Oh.
more emotionally involved than Extraction.
Mm?
Um, yeah, and then I felt like the
Mm.
action scenes were just more, I guess, convincing than Extraction.
Mm.
So that's how I felt about it. I like it. I recommend watching it. It's not one of
Mm.
those things that you'd probably want to watch over and over again, but I think it's
No.
at least worth watching once if you're just looking for like a movie night of some kind.
Yeah, and
So
it's Amazon too, so you know.
everyone's got Amazon Prime, come on.
Yeah.
So Ham, go ahead since I already spoke first.
Um. Yeah, I agree with probably everything you said. There's some set pieces that did, you know, that I liked that brought some attention or whatever I'm trying to say. That when one of them is him and trapping the guy in the car that's in flames, and he's like, "Fuck it, I'm going inside." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Whoa, that was pretty cool." But then they do it again, sort of, but with water at the end. I'm like, "Oh, he's going in the car with water. He's filling up again. He's trying to get somebody to get info. What is this? What is he gonna do next? Air, fucking earth. Like, what is he doing?" But
All our powers combined.
exactly. Rainbow Six.
I need to buy the new DLC, by the way.
Other than that, yeah, it was pretty standard. Like Sal was trying to say, sort of like a spy movie or war movie or both, espionage, whatever you want to call it. Um, Good guy that's being good is the bad guy, and the bad guy that's being bad is actually good. I was wondering. I'm like, he's got to be bad, right? I'm like, oh, he's actually cool. We'll see for now. We'll see. Other than that, I think, yeah, I'm getting revenge for my dead wife. Seen that a bunch of times.
Yeah.
A man apart.
Even better, Man on Fire. But that's,
Mm.
but
Wait.
that's,
This man is on fire.
yeah. But other than that,
Halo, Halo.
I,
Wait,
I,
my bad.
I, I don't care. Nothing really stands out as a whole.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Mike, tell us why you think this movie's a piece of shit.
Yeah, sure, no problem. Like you guys mentioned, there's really nothing new about this movie. For me, I felt this movie was like a recycle movie. They're recycling bit of pieces of other movies that you have seen, nothing new, nothing original, to a point where I thought they used a part of Titanic when the airplane split in the ocean. I was like, oh my god, Michael B. Jordan about to be Jack. I'll save you, Rose. He went underwater and stuff like that. I don't know. It
You
was
didn't
just
think that
very
whole
Yeah,
sequence was
okay.
cool though? I thought it was cool.
Nah, I thought it was stupid. I don't know. I don't know if I was supposed to feel sad about what happened to the wife because this movie doesn't have any emotions. It's jumping all over the place. I don't know. I guess I mean the part that I will give credit to is Michael B. Jordan, like you said, and I honestly like the part of the hotel and the towards the end of him
Mm.
going against like the Russian army and stuff like that. But I just didn't like the plot of the movie, and especially towards the end of why the secretary guy was creating all this thing. I just found this stupid and just very lazy and boring. I don't know. I just didn't find anything interesting about this movie. For me, I will not recommend this movie at all. Um, I mean, if they're gonna make a Rainbow Six movie, I wouldn't mind watching that. But I mean, sure, let Michael B. Jordan be in it, and he's gonna be the commander in chief of Rainbow Six. I would like to see if they're gonna use any other characters like Smoke, Pulse, or Tachanka or anything like that. But I don't know. The movie's very very boring to me, at least.
And I forgot to mention that prison scene was cool too, but more in the fact of trying to watch the end credit scene on Amazon. Uh, I was doing stuff while I was watching that, and I had to go back into Amazon to play. But when I did, because I had no signal, it's like, oh, let's restart the movie. I'm like, no, 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 I just want to watch. So I had to restart it, and then I
Oh god.
finally found it back to that spot. And again, no signal. Same thing
Oh
happened
no.
again. I had to go and start the movie again, put it back because after credits, it's like, oh, start a new episode or whatever. It doesn't. It's like, oh, you're done with it. Don't no. And I'm like,
Uh,
thanks, Amazon. Thank you for that. You guys suck.
I don't know. I mean, at least you rewatched it all over again. You enjoyed it.
A few times. It's like, hey, nice seeing you again. 1 year later, saw that about 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, I don't know. There was some, like I said, I mentioned like just the hotel part. I thought the action scene was cool there, but I wouldn't go that far. Like you said, so like this was better than Extraction. I would watch Extraction 5 times more than this movie.
I think I just like more the subtle approach to things than the all out. I'm out in the
Um,
public and getting shot in the fucking chest 10 times, and still I'm gonna be alive, and then I'm gonna pretend like I'm dead, and then come back to be alive and not explain
But
a
that's
single
the
thing.
cool part, though.
That's a
I,
stupid part.
I don't know. I don't know about Extraction, but I know I like this better than the the Living Forever Warrior movie, whatever that was.
Well, I did like this movie more than Mortal Kombat. I'll tell you that much.
Well, that's not hard.
Whoa.
Let's be real here.
What was that movie with
Thunderclap.
I feel
We're
like
just
that's
saying bad
Mike's
movies
secret
now.
gold
Yeah,
card movie
we're
at
just
this
saying
point.
bad movies.
I don't know. It's funny, like Thunderclap.
I'm surprised though that you don't seem like you cared about the wife and the fact that her unborn child died while they got shot. Like
I
Michael B. Jordan was pissed. That's why he was like on a fucking murderous
Yeah,
rampage, and he didn't give a shit about his
yeah.
life because he
I
was
didn't feel
pissed.
that. I didn't feel that in the movie
Not
whatsoever.
when he
Like I
went. Not when he went back to his home and he was just like
no.
screaming in agony about the whole situation.
No, it was just like it was something super quick. Was like, hey, this is his wife. His wife's pregnant, and then boom, oh, she dies. Oh my god, feel sad. Are you
What did your
sad?
wife say about the movie?
She fell asleep.
Oh,
I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Like, I just didn't really feel the emotion. Like yeah, he's pissed off, but you could honestly just replace it with other things. Like they killed his puppy, they killed his goldfish, and he's gonna be all pissed off. Like it, I feel like the whole wife thing wasn't really. I don't know. It wasn't as an emotional thing as I thought it will be.
I
It was
kind of
just
see your point, but I feel uncomfortable with you comparing a dead fish to an
yeah.
unborn child.
like it's messed up. I know, but the thing is, like, then later on, he's all like smiley, happy
You've
on
been
the
watching too much
airplane.
Saw.
Oh, well, okay,
I
okay.
guess I am.
I do agree they should have developed their relationship better because I don't think it was that well done. But then yeah, he's playing around on the plane, like messing with the um, what it was like messing with the. He was throwing something. He threw something at her. Or was
He
it a
was like
water
he
bottle?
was like flicking her ear or something like that.
He was just bugging her because he knew that there was like he knew there was tension between the two.
Okay,
It's kind of like a big brother little sister kind of
I
thing.
guess I was just like, what?
Because they always
Yeah.
watched out for each other, and like she was
Yeah.
very loyal to him like pretty much the majority of the time, and
Yeah, but
was even like close enough for them to even just call him out and say, no, you are not capable of being out in the field. Like I know you better than you know yourself. And
Hmm.
so that's
but
I felt their relationship.
Okay.
I didn't. I just thought like she should have been more of a supporting person instead of just like him look like him going after her. Like yeah, she showed up in the hospital, but even in the hospital, she's like demanding him and ordering him
Well,
in a
she is. I mean, she is
but
her
like
commanding officer. She.
that's all bullshit though, because in the end, his family died. Like, and she's just over here, like, still in role as commanding. I don't believe that shit. I call bullshit.
I guess.
I
I don't
mean,
know.
military is the military. I, two yellows and a red. I don't know. I think it's just good if there's nothing else to watch on. Like there's nothing else to pick from Netflix or all the other 6,700 streaming services available. I think it's still worth it movie night. That's my take. I know Mike doesn't recommend it.
I
And
don't.
would you recommend it?
2 yellows and a red make an orange.
It does. Let's check
So-
this out.
Go like it if you like boom boom movies with guns and stuff.
Boom, boom, boom. Let
Would
me
that make
see
it a bright
Huevo.
orange?
Yeah, I think so.
Wouldn't it be a purple?
All right, we've gone on that conversation long enough. Let's bring up a couple headlines before we go into intermission.
Yeah, sure.
There's a lot that came out, but I guess I'll bring up this one first. Loki fans everywhere rejoice because we have heard too many times of things being delayed, but there are those rare occasions where things get moved up. Loki got moved up by a whole whopping 2 days.
I saw that, yes.
So
Wow.
instead of June 11th, it's coming on June 9th, and it's actually going to be showing on Wednesdays instead of
Yep.
Fridays.
Saw that.
Wow,
Which
I was
is
gonna send you
weird.
that too. Yeah.
Like,
that's
is that
weird.
is what is that? I'm sure that has to do something with the summer, but like I'm thinking, like, why summer Wednesdays are better than school year Wednesdays?
I don't think it
Hump
matters on
day.
streaming.
It's hump day.
It's just so weird to see it on a Wednesday.
It is
It's
kind of
just
weird.
a different day. I don't give a fuck.
Actually, you
That's-
should give a fuck because you like to get fucked up on Fridays.
Another day.
So yeah, so I can watch it earlier. Then what are you talking about?
Let's see. Oh, this one was stupid. I think this is what I was going to bring up last time if we did an episode. I was going to bring this up as a doesn't matter thing. Vin Diesel's going to star in a Rock'em Sock'em Robots movie. Listen, the thing here that I want to point out is not the fact that Vin Diesel is starring in his movie, because I'm sure he'll take whatever role. It's the fact that they're making a movie based off of Rock'em Sock'em
Well,
Robots.
No. Did you read the description? Please read the description for me if you have it.
I think I remember, but at the same time, like, it's gonna. What are they trying to do with it?
It's a ripoff of Real Steel. It literally is the
Okay,
same.
that's what I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
I thought Real Steel was Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Exactly.
Wait, they never made a movie?
It was an Inception, man.
My whole life has been a lie?
What else is happening? xCloud is now available as a beta
Who the
on
fuck
computer and iPhones. So for those of you that have Ultimate Games Pass and want to try it out, you have to sign up through. Well, you have to be an Ultimate Games Pass member first, and then you get an email saying, "Hey, go click in this," and then go sign on. I tried it out for about 15 minutes. I can say that my experience was not pleasant right off the start
No.
because
Ooh.
it's I don't know if it's because of it's a Bluetooth controller issue, because all the reviews I saw, people had like the handheld device that attaches to your phone to be a controller, but I was using a regular Xbox Series S controller, and my movements were delayed. Like if I wanted to shoot, it took like 5-10 seconds for it to shoot in the game.
5-10 seconds.
Yeah, it was bad. So I was not happy. I was not happy about that. Plus, if I don't know if the update is out for iOS, but if you are doing this on your iPhone, you need to have 4.5. I think that's what it is, iOS 4.5. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to connect to your Bluetooth wireless controller. So just FYI, if you need 4.5, that update should have rolled out already. If not, you can just sign up for the public beta for iOS, whatever updates they push out. So there's that. What else happened? I'm trying to think. Oh, Sony went back on their word about the PS3 and Vita crap because they got bitched at a lot. So there you go.
And-
Sony's a bitch, and they're going to back down from that.
Oh, and then they
And-
got Discord.
They invested in Discord. That was something else I was going to bring
Yes.
up later. So not spoilers yet. We'll talk about that later.
Oh, my bad. Fuck Xbox.
Man, what's going on with you today?
You want to give him my face, bitch?
See, listeners, you hear the real Mike every time he quote unquote praises Xbox. Deep down, he knows that he doesn't want Xbox to succeed at all.
I mean, I really want to play that dinosaur game. Fuck.
I was gonna bring that up later too.
Oh,
Okay, I think we'll end that. Well, okay, you know what? We'll go into intermission. Mike, do the intermission thing.
Intermission.
let's get into some of the major headlines here. We'll start with the Shang-Chi trailer. Man, I'm gonna butcher that already. Shang-Chi, right? That's how you properly pronounce that, because that's a whole thing going out there that people are
I don't
mispronouncing
know.
this name. I think it's
Shang-Chi?
yeah, I think it's Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi. That's how you pronounce it. The trailer, the Marvel trailer. What'd you guys think?
Uh, I mean, I don't know. I really honestly don't know. I'm just like, okay, another Marvel movie, but I feel like it's almost like the same level as Ant-Man, I guess so. You know how like Ant-Man's not that big of a Marvel superhero movie? I feel like it's gonna be right in that same level.
How do you spell that?
C
Oh, it's right
A.
here. It's down
Oh,
here.
Did you not watch the trailer?
No,
Oh my goodness.
oh my god.
I did not watch it.
I would almost disagree with Mike. I would say more. I'm gonna hold off on making that final call though, because a lot of people had the same concerns with Guardians of the Galaxy, where it's like a no name, like no one knew what the fuck that was all about, and it became like something great. This one does seem to kind of tie in some very generic like kung fu. Well, I don't know if I am insulting anybody, I apologize. But like your kung fu action flicks where they just use the same typical martial arts and then just put it in with a Marvel character that fits obviously that whole tone and theme and everything. It looked interesting enough for me to be obviously wanting to see it right away, but I don't know how I'm gonna feel about it. I don't know if I'm gonna put it on the same level as Ant-Man though. But I think it was fine. I thought it was okay.
No, I think it's fine, but I think I think everyone's going to be very hyped to see it because it's Marvel.
Well, it's
You know,
very different, and I think that's what throws me off because it is not like the whole style is not like any of the other Marvel movies. I
yeah,
mean, it's kind of like how like again, I'm going to go back to Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy was a very different tone than most of their Marvel movies at that time. So this one is doing the same thing basically.
and we get the real Mandalorian. I mean, Mandalorian. Sorry, fuck,
I was like, what are you talking about?
not Mandalorian. The fucking Mandarin.
Oh yeah,
We
which
get the
you know, quote. I guess that who we saw may have been the Mandarin, probably is the Mandarin. I don't know. For all we know, Marvel might just do another, you know, trick
Psych
on
out.
us. Yeah.
yeah.
Um.
I'm watching it right now,
Oh
and
yeah.
I'm done with it. She just said, "Who are you?" And then he did a pose, and then there's a bunch of rings around the background of the whatever, and the bus just hit the Audi, and Aquafina's driving the bus like in Speed.
Aquafina.
Yeah, and where's the joke part?
That was an
We make a
insightful.
good team. That's what all these trailers have done. It's all the time now. Last part is a joke thing right at the end.
I think that was the most in-depth review we've ever got from him on anything ever
Yeah,
before.
exactly. It does look very plain Jane compared to other trailers that I've seen for Marvel Studios. Yeah, I don't know, man. This movie might not do well.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not gonna say that though.
Wait, well, how long? How long? When does this come out?
Later this year. I don't remember.
Later
If we're
this year? Oh God.
Yeah, because they were
Yeah,
getting Black Widow in May. Then I think this
I
one
thought it was
is
June.
June. You're right. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
we're in May right now.
Eternals is November still,
I think that's gonna do
and
better.
I don't remember if Shang-Chi before or after
Eternals in
Eternals.
November,
Yeah.
and then December is Spider Man.
I'm pretty sure this
Spider-Man.
comes out this year though. Yeah, I don't
I
know.
see. September 3rd. I'm looking at. That's what I see.
That seems about right. Sure, we'll go
Yeah.
with that.
Hmm.
All right. There was an Apple event. They announced their third line of T1000s,
Hmm.
and one of them's purple. And
Hmm.
really, the only thing that stuck out to this, because we knew that this was just going to be an upgrade to their previous systems, their previous, or at least devices. They talked about their M400 chip that they're inputting into everyone's brains at this point. The only thing that was different, though, was now you can find your keys with Apple Tag, AirTag.
No, you could put that on him, so just in case if you lose some.
Yeah, it definitely needs it.
uh, uh, I don't know. No, I don't think any of us are buying an AirTag.
They look kind of big.
Oh, are they that big? I thought they were small.
I don't know. They look kind of big to me.
They're okay.
Compared to Samsung's ones that already been out forever. I
Wait,
mean,
Samsung had one.
yeah,
I didn't know this.
yeah.
Does that change anything for you?
No, not really.
They're both the
you,
same price, but I
you were
mean,
like, I'm
yes,
interested. I gotta buy this now.
Samsung's had it for a while.
I
Tile
just
has
I
had it
just
for a
found it
while.
very odd to to buy an AirTag thing and then to put it on, like, it's so big that I don't know if there's going to be cases that you put this round thing
I
inside.
get it for like luggage. I justify someone buying this for their luggage when it's at the airport. They want to know where it is in case someone stole it or whatever, or it gets lost. Like shit happens at the airport. Ham
Yeah,
should
but
know.
what couldn't they
But
just steal the the thing?
I don't know, man. Then do you track down the person?
I mean, it's very out in the open. And it's like, oh, here's an Apple symbol. Wink. Don't fuck with it though. But you know, we all know what it is. Like, you know, why would you fuck with stuff that has it? You know, like, is it locked? I mean, can I just like bloop and then
Ask
just
Apple. I don't know, man.
flick that shit?
It's just a fucking circle at this point. That's all it is. Just a sticker. Just put it on your luggage.
All
I,
right.
I had a friend that he
Oh,
bought.
Tao actually has the sticker ones.
Oh
The
my
track
goodness.
sticker ones.
My friend recently bought the AirTag and he put it on his dog.
As a leash thing?
No, as like his collar.
Yeah. On well, okay, yeah. That's what I meant. Yeah, on his
Oh,
collar.
okay, yeah,
I can,
yeah,
yeah, I can see that. That's kind of funny, but yeah, all right. That's take that, Apple. You should have promoted that.
for
Like
real.
I said, iMacs, iPhone 12 is in purple now, iPad Pro, M1 chips all aboard. The only other thing to point out from this event was that they showed that they're making a new Apple TV, the Apple TV 4K. And the only thing I want to say about this Apple TV 4K is what the hell were they thinking about the remote?
I,
I don't
I
know how
didn't
many of
see
you
it.
guys actually have an Apple TV.
I have one.
I have the first gen.
Okay, the first gen, the
I think I
remotes,
had the third.
the first one, the remote's kind of jank. Like it's super old school. Like it's
No,
obvious.
yeah, I use the app
The second
on my
and
phone.
third one had a very nice, slick glass remote with like the simple four buttons on it. It had
Yeah,
like
that's what I have.
the pad on it that you can slide your fingers over to slide what the arrow on the screen or whatever. But if have you guys seen the remote for this one?
No, I haven't seen it. Let me put it up right now.
It is god awful. Like just design wise, I'm not. I know it sounds stupid. I'm criticizing a remote, but just the fact that they designed a remote this way just seems like they're taking a step back, and it's like why? Like it's just ugly.
Am I looking at the gray one with the black?
And the big circle at the top, yeah.
Yeah,
Let me see.
it looks like they went back on. Wait, no,
Oh
that's
my
Gen
god, that's a
two.
new remote. God, this is god awful. What
I
is?
don't know. I like the little one.
Wait, is it me? Does it look like a speaker?
Yeah, it's it's the Xbox Series S.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Apple Xbox crossover confirmed.
Um, you know what, Xbox? I give you props. Congratulations. You're able to bring a tiny little remote into a console. 10 stars.
Yeah, I don't know. I like whatever
This is really
version.
bad. I don't know. I don't know why. I mean, the one that I have is the black controller, the one that that Sal was praising. It's really comfortable. It's really
I
nice.
like it, yeah.
I dropped it once. There's a little crack on it, but
Same
besides
here.
that, it's really nice. It's comfortable. It's great, but I don't know why they have this ugly silver remote now.
Yeah, it's just weird. I just thought they would improve the this because that's what I feel like Apple always does is improve their looks and not so much of like features on a device. It's like we want to make sure it's as slick as possible. And this one just it's like going back to a Game Boy brick at this point.
Yeah,
Mo.
I don't know. Next.
This one's for you, Ham.
Okay.
Rest in peace, Quibi. Long live Roku Originals.
Roku.
After Quibi executives called it quits, its library was acquired by Roku. Those series will now live on the streaming platform as Roku Originals. The company announced today, which was a few weeks ago. Roku will also use the same branding for all future original projects that appear on the Roku channel, a free entertainment offering for Roku device owners. While it remains unclear what those originals will look like, Roku's blog does note that more details will be announced in May. So just Roku's just doing their original content, and they're claiming Quibi as kind of part of their original content.
Who has Roku?
I do.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
I don't.
What does Roku have?
Oh, Roku is just it's like a Fire Stick or a Chromecast. You stick it and it has all the stuff you can pick for if your TV's not a smart TV. But it also has other things that I haven't really messed with. So yeah.
So Roku has Quibi, but do you still need to purchase a monthly subscription to watch Quibi?
I don't think so because they went under. Correct?
Well, they're owned by Roku. So is there a subscription fee for Roku Originals? I don't know.
Oh, I don't know about that. I
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know.
what I mean. I don't know.
No,
Um,
it's. I just said. I just read it right here. I just realized a free entertainment offering for Roku device owners.
Yeah, because Roku has
Oh,
some free stuff. Like if you there's some paid stuff and some free stuff, but you can just like there's free movies on there and some other stuff. So yeah, I mean it's a weird library content like a Pluto TV.
okay. I mean, Ham, tell me how it is.
It's not bad. It's pretty cheap for a Roku device. So
No, I'm talking about the Quibi thing.
it's not whatever an Apple TV costs. So there you go.
That's fair.
Man, our chances to get sponsored by Quibi just went underwater.
They're dead. They're gone.
You think they'll come back?
No.
All right. Next one. Netflix CEO Reed Hastings clarifies the password sharing crackdown.
Fuck him.
There's a quote here. Wow. Okay. Already judge ahead of somebody. His quote says, "We will test.
I hear your voice.
We will test many things, but we will never roll out something that feels like turning the screws. It has got to feel like it makes sense to consumers that they understand." So to kind of summarize what everything else was saying in this article, they're not going to go through with this whole password sharing crackdown thing at all, because they understand that, yes, there are people that do share their accounts, and they don't want to make it like an abrupt, like, fuck you, you can't do this anymore. They're going to just find a better way to handle it, and just to make sure that it's fair for everyone that's involved, whether that means maybe limiting more users to it, or I don't know, adding a surcharge. I don't know what that is. I'm just making those last two things up. But remember, we did talk about that, the beta that they were doing for it somewhere in another country. I forget where, but they're not going to do a global rollout of it.
I think they realized that their Netflix movies, shows that they have, not originals, but it's just what's on Netflix right now is very poor at this moment. And I think they're starting to notice, like, yeah, if we do this, we're gonna be losing a lot of people, like canceling their subscriptions. Because to be honest, I was actually thinking about, I was like, is it really worth having Netflix at this point? Because I don't know, there's just nothing so far. That whole weekly new movie every Friday is not living up to hype.
I mean, it is what it is. They didn't say it was gonna be good.
That's true. That's true. But at the same time, why have a subscription of there's not going to be nothing good? At this point, you're having a subscription just to watch that cute little baby show at this point.
But well, that's what I keep saying about
What's that show called again?
Disney Plus. It's like they don't have enough content or new content. I mean, whether it be good or bad, I don't know. I mean,
yeah,
I
but
did see that.
he's arguing that Netflix just doesn't have content.
Yeah,
But they
you're-
do
you're
have
arguing-
content. Most of it is bad, but it's still content.
But you can't say that like Disney. You immediately single out Disney original content, which I agree. But they're building up. Okay, they're building up.
they're
But
trying,
you can't say that
slowly
Disney
but
doesn't
surely.
have content, because they have their whole fucking
I
Disney
wouldn't
library.
say-
New
there.
content. I
But I
talk about
wouldn't
new
say-
content.
But Netflix, Mike is not saying new Netflix content. He's just saying saying content in general.
Content in general is nothing really good. And with Disney, you can't really say slow because it's only been out for how many years? 2 years.
That's true.
And
And how long did
and
it take Netflix to do their shit?
Fuck if I know. Do you
they're
remember
still
that?
working on it.
I was
Back
about
in
to get
my
some.
day,
I was
I
about
was
to
still
get some
getting Netflix in the
Nintendo discs.
mail.
Yeah, that's what I said. There's a
Back
free 1 month
I think I kept the
option.
disc. I don't remember what
Oh,
movie it
this guy
was, but I
keeping
think I
this.
kept
We're
the
back
gonna
disc
in
find out
somewhere.
now.
back in my day, we
Crap.
had.
I,
You remember that time when Xbox were able to have parties while watching Netflix?
did they
I,
not do
I
that
think so. Yeah, I
anymore?
do remember that because then it wasn't working. I'm like, that's what I was doing while I was playing with you guys. Usually, I'm just watching Netflix and playing with you guys.
No. What
But
I mean is like you're able to invite friends to watch the same movie as you, and
oh
like
no, I was
Streaming
playing.
services have their own thing. That has it now on their own software.
they do that. You could invite friends to watch the same movie as you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Netflix and Disney Plus have it.
No,
I
I
didn't know that.
was. Yeah, no, I was talking about Netflix on a little screen and then playing the games, and then they stopped doing that.
Oh, I don't
I
remember
was
that.
stupid. And then you reminded me of two things. I saw that Simpson Star Wars tie-in. I did see that. Uh, you know what I'm talking about?
No.
It's on Disney Plus. It's like 3 or 4 minutes long. It's Maggie and daycare, but like at some Star Wars. It's all mixed. And
The
then
Simpsons.
did we see the? Did we talk about the Netflix thing that they added, which is like a randomizer?
No.
No. What are you talking
Oh,
about?
you didn't see that? Well, we can talk about that a little later as I send the link and we can figure it out.
Okay. Let's go back to talking about PlayStation a little bit. Now, this next thing I'm going to bring up has not been officially confirmed, but it was kind of leaked in another country on the PlayStation Plus store. A new benefit available for a limited time on PlayStation Plus. PS Plus Video Pass is a trial service active April 22nd. The subscription benefit is available to PS Plus users in Poland. Now, this was only a listing. There was nothing actually seen though from this, but the terms PS Plus Video Pass is getting people kind of like asking what the fuck really is this about. I'm assuming my assumption is that with the PlayStation Plus, the internet, right, that's the Xbox Live Gold thing, basically, right? To
Yeah.
play online,
Mhm.
they're adding a video
PlayStation now.
service to it, probably to add value to that cost. So they haven't officially announced anything yet. I don't know if maybe they're saving this for like their summer announcement for E3, or I guess not E3, but their own whatever plays live event, whatever they're doing. But just something kind of keep on the horizon here, because this is Sony we're talking about. So this might lead to possibly what Ham is still worried about. Sony might have their own streaming service. So
I trust them. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hi,
No.
Sony. Yeah. Okay.
I
uh
don't know.
now with the Discord thing, so Microsoft and Discord didn't go through with the deal. The $10 billion that Microsoft was offering, Discord
Damn.
said no, we're gonna look to see what other options we have first. However, it seems that PlayStation has put an investment in Discord. So they don't own Discord, they don't have like a large percentage share, but they do have some partnership with Discord. And the only thing that we got out of PlayStation is that they're working closely with Discord to bring it onto their console, which I am going to assume just an interface of some kind where you can easily get your Discord, chat friends or whatever on the side as you're playing a game or whatever that may be.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's Discord still says that they're independent and it's just a close partnership with Sony. So
Do you
I'll
think?
be. Oh yeah, go ahead.
My bad. Do you think Xbox actually want? I mean, wanted to buy Discord, and Discord's like, no, we're not for sale, and Microsoft was like, no, we're gonna buy you or we walk, and we're like, all right, we'll just go to Sony then. Do you think it went like that?
I don't know. I think the fact that if Discord is true about their statement saying that they want to stay independent, I mean, they have. This was this to me. This was an impressive number. I pulled this up from a recent article we're going to talk about here in a bit. Discord has over 140 million users per month around the globe.
Wow.
And to me, that sounds kind of crazy. Like, I think that is kind of a big deal. And I think Discord is pretty confident in themselves to be probably worth more than 10 billion, which is why they're not going to, be completely bought out by anyone, or at least not anytime soon,
Hmm.
which is why if I don't know who approached who first, but I'm sure if they're just like, oh, okay, Sony just wants to give us some money, so we do something on their platform, give them, we'll give them an overlay or something to keep them happy, and that's it. I mean, I want to see what the actual end result of this partnership is before I make that final call of like, is this really that big of a deal?
Hmm.
Right. I don't know. We gotta see. We gotta see. And first of all, like I don't know how the interface or how they're going to put Discord into the PlayStation system. Like I don't know. It's gonna be weird.
I haven't really messed around with Discord that much, so I have no idea.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, I'm not one of the 140 million. So
Mm-mm.
all right. This one I had put in here just for kicks and giggles. Nintendo of America and its president, Doug Bowser, are suing hacker Gary Bowser. I'll try to summarize this really quick. The lawsuit was filed in Seattle court to charge Bowser with 2 trafficking counts and 1 copyright violation. He ran an international pirate ring that sells Switch hacking devices that are designed to circumvent Nintendo security measures to run pirated Switch games. And I'm pretty sure
Wait,
you're familiar
what?
with this.
What? What? Hold up. Wait
in
a
the
minute.
in the
Where's this guy at?
lawsuit, Nintendo states that Bowser's actions continue to put more than 79 million Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch Lite consoles at risk from piracy. Nintendo is looking to shut down Bowser's operations and for damages that equate to $2,500 for each traffic device and $150,000 for each copyright violation.
Ooh.
Don't fuck with Nintendo because they're serious about their shit, more serious than Sony and Microsoft ever will. So don't even think about it, Ham, because you're gonna get
Yeah.
that shit blocked out immediately.
Well, technically it's not mine, so I really wouldn't do anything to it. Wink. Um, but speaking of that, I have been playing Pokemon Snap. I forgot about that.
I was
Not
gonna
as
bring it up
much.
at the last bit because I've been playing it too. So
Oh
well,
no! Obviously, I wasn't sure. I wasn't how 100% sure you were
well,
about
well
Pokemon
Still
Snap.
haven't got on a
it's
Switch.
it's the last thing we'll talk about. How about that?
All right, all right,
Okay.
fair.
There's only a few more headlines here to cover. Epic and Apple. We know there's that whole lawsuit going on. Between them.
Fortnite.
Yeah, sure.
Still,
Yeah, there's a lot going on. But however, there's a lot of emails that are being kind of leaked out, or maybe it's public. I guess it's just made to the public at this point
maybe.
about certain like CEOs just emailing each other and well, I'll go through the headlines. First one that came up was Phil Spencer hasn't given up on xCloud for other consoles. So there was an email exchange between Epic CEO Tim Sweeney and Xbox President Phil Spencer that to bring Xbox xCloud onto other consoles, meaning the Epic. I'm sure they were going for the Epic Store, and the only reason that this one is being highlighted by a lot of journalists out there is because there's a big rumor going around that there's something big is going to be announced between Nintendo and Microsoft. And a lot of people love to speculate shit. And every single announcement that Xbox has been doing, like, whether it's Phil Spencer or someone else making an announcement, there's always been a Nintendo Switch in the background. And so people are kind
Oh
of
shit.
jumping the bandwagon of maybe bringing Games Pass onto the Nintendo Switch or something else. I don't know. Maybe Master Chief finally comes into Smash Brothers, but that's the only reason why this one is being highlighted so much is because there's some sort of rumored announcement coming up for E3 between Xbox and Nintendo. The other thing that came up through these emails, Epic paid $146 million for Borderlands 3 PC timed exclusivity. And I thought this was interesting because there has been a lot of timed exclusivity shit between whether it's Xbox or PlayStation, PC. This one was a huge deal. People were pissed about this Borderlands 3 PC exclusivity. But now we finally get a number. about how much this exclusivity costs. So $146 million for
Oh, that's a
Borderlands 3.
lot. Why? But why?
Whoa.
Why has this come out now?
Oh, because these are all emails being leaked out in the court
Oh,
case.
okay.
Yeah, because this is all. I think this is now like aware to the public.
Yeah.
So that's why IGN is like heavily reporting all this stuff. But yeah, they made that money
So
back in 2 weeks apparently too.
what the hell? So like what? Like are they Borderlands is having something with P? I'm a bit lost here.
Borderlands 3 was a big deal because people wanted Borderlands 3. It was like a long awaited sequel, I guess. But
Yeah.
the people were pissed off about it because when it was initially announced, it was supposed to be available on all platforms. But
Mm-hmm.
then as we got closer to release date, they announced it that it was only going to be PC exclusive for the first 6 months. And so obviously Xbox Sony owners were so pissed about that whole deal because now are forced to either get a PC or play it on their PC when they rather play on their console.
Yeah, of course.
And so that's why this whole thing is a big issue. And so
Oh, okay.
I only brought it up because this is the first time that I'm hearing how much was being paid for exclusivity. Because remember, we always get like Destiny Strikes were exclusive to PlayStation, or
Yeah.
Microsoft always had exclusives to Battlefield demos or whatever. And so I was just always curious, like, what is really the deal that's going on behind there? Is it a money thing? Is it a promotional thing? Here we finally get a
Mhm.
number: $146 million for Borderlands 3 PC timed exclusivity.
And you said they made their money
Gotcha.
back, so it was worth it. God damn, that sounds like a lot.
Eh.
Yeah.
I always go back to the Tomb Raider one because I got the game really cheap because Xbox had it a year before PlayStation. I'm like, I'm not paying for the PlayStation price where it's like almost $15 for the Xbox one. Fuck that.
Yeah.
The last thing that came out of the emails that I thought was interesting, because remember, for the longest time, Sony was not part of the whole crossplay
Hmm.
shit, right? I guess finally they had caved in and was like, okay, we get it, we get it. It was a crossplay for everyone on Fortnite. Sony makes Epic Games pay for Fortnite crossplay. Sony has a policy that requires if the ratio of payments across platforms for a given PS user gets out of sync with the playtime, then we have to pay them a commission on other platform revenue. So if someone were primarily playing on PlayStation but paying on iPhone, they would have to compensate to Sony for some of that revenue. So basically, Epic had to pay Sony to allow crossplay to happen.
What the
How
fuck?
much?
It was a portion of whatever they were making. I don't know. I don't remember if there was a specific percentage, but it was Sony was making commission off people playing Fortnite on other consoles.
Okay, my question is the company even making money off of their own game?
Um,
It just sounds like Epic was at the same time losing money just to have crossplay.
maybe, but that also brings more users, and I'm sure they were profiting off whoever was using their service the most. I think they were maybe this was like the one bright shining light for Epic saying, "Hey, we know crossplay is in demand, and if this is what it takes to put crossplay on Sony, then we'll do it."
Man, let me just say the gaming companies are fucking greedy as fuck.
Yeah.
It's sad. Like I wouldn't think. Well, actually, no, my bad. I worked at GameStop.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm about to blame
Yeah,
GameStop. So
no,
yeah,
no, no,
I
no, no.
blame
But like,
GameStop for all of this.
but it's crazy though. You know what I mean? Like everybody's like, it's all about the games, but in reality, it's all about if they could make money off of it. So there's no really good.
Welcome.
I
That
mean, that's how it is. It's always
Yeah.
been like that. It's always been like that. But when you come into a reality, when you mention all these things, it's just like, fuck, man. Like literally, the gamers, us, are the ones that bring passion to the games. Unlike these other people, where, of course, when they make games, they're making off of off of something good. But at the same time, the companies they're just like, yeah, if you make a good game, that's awesome, but would it bring money even though it might be a bad game? Like, I don't know. It's sad.
uh, Whether it's Sony fanboys or Xbox fanboys, like that's why I always see the wording that Microsoft uses very carefully because they tend to present themselves more open-minded to certain things, which is why this Nintendo thing is a big deal if that rumor is true, because that just proves the isolated Sony is from the other two companies, right? If Nintendo and Microsoft are able to come to terms and say, hey, we want to partner each other up. They were the first ones to do crossplay. They were the first ones to allow it. And if Xbox Games Pass goes on Nintendo Switch, that is a big deal because now you're opening up more games to Nintendo Switch owners. And I'll be interested to see if they're gonna somehow slide in the Nintendo Online service fee onto the Ultimate Games Pass, if that's a thing. But regardless, right? For someone that's always played Nintendo, like, it'd be crazy if like the first time they ever play Fable is because they were able to play Games Pass on Nintendo or Halo on Nintendo Switch or whatever game that was an Xbox exclusive to be able to play it on Nintendo Switch. Regardless, even if it wasn't exclusive, they have the full access to whatever's on Xbox Games Pass on Nintendo Switch. I think that is a big. I don't know where Sony is trying to come in because this specific headline makes Sony kind of look like a bad guy, even because the way that it's worded, that Epic has to pay money to Sony to allow crossplay to happen. We don't hear what's happening with what Nintendo and Microsoft if they have to, if they're requiring payment from them. So I don't know. There's a lot of still like unanswered questions to the whole situation.
Yeah, it
All
sucks.
all I know is Sony, Japanese. Nintendo, Japanese.
Oh wait, there was a
Microsoft,
headline about something like that.
America. Was there?
I gotta look up. I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking about the Sega thing when I saw in the documentary, but there was something
Sega.
about Sony America being more in control than Sony Japan.
Really?
I think I gotta look that up. Don't quote me on that, listeners. I'll try to see if I can find the article for next week.
America, fuck yeah.
All right. There's no other. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of other headlines, but I'm sure I'll collect them throughout the week for next recording for our next episode. Pokemon Snap. We're not going to go into a full in-depth review. If there's literally nothing to watch next week, then maybe Ham and I will go into more details about it.
Yeah.
But I picked up Pokemon Snap. I'm about, I don't know how many hours in, but I would say I'm halfway done with the photo decks. I unlocked, I think, most of the areas. I have not beaten the game though. Ham, have you beaten the game?
No, I've been playing other stuff, man. The dailies are back in session, so I've been focusing on that. I go back into Red Dead a lot, so I'm trying to finish that. I'm almost close. The game's been out for what, 3 years, 4 years. Um, I got through everything from that first section. So I did the day mode, the night mode, and the whatever shiny mode. What do you call that?
The Illumina spot, yeah.
Yeah. So I did all that, and then I was focused on trying to get all of them to level 3 because I
Okay.
assume level 3 is the last level, correct?
I believe level 3 is the last level, but from what I was told, I don't know, I can't verify this is true, but from what I was told, there's no real difference between level 3 and level 2.
Yeah,
I
because
know. I I just figured I'm gonna go
Mm.
back and do level 3s when I'm done with the game
yeah,
because I do need like post game stuff. But so you only finished that one island then.
yeah, but I did
Okay.
unlock the second one, but I just
Yeah.
didn't. I would just wanted to keep getting all the points I could get for that first one.
So you being a Pokemon Snap connoisseur, what do you think?
I don't know if it's my Switch or it's design that I feel like the first one had better movement of the camera.
If you're saying that it's sluggish, yes, I agree. It is
Okay,
very sluggish, but
yes.
you know that if you push both joysticks in the same direction, it does move it faster.
All right. Both joysticks. I think I have my hand over the A or whatever, so I'm trying to like. I'll check that out next time.
Yeah, because the left one moves the frame, and then the
Yeah.
right one moves like the center, like reticle.
Okay. I'll check that out. I played those levels, and I'm like, man, I don't know any of these Pokemon names. Like, I'm like, who is that? I don't fucking know. Who is that? I don't fucking know. Oh, I know that Scorch Bunny from the things we had to
Scorch
watch.
Bunny. Okay.
Right? It's close, wasn't it?
Scorch Bunny. Yeah,
Score
Right?
Bunny. Score Bunny.
Score Bunny.
I don't know
And
what you're
then
watching.
Bootleg Pokemon.
Pokemon. Yeah. Other than that, I like it. I feel like there's one other thing that maybe bugged me a little bit. I don't know why some of the voice acting is full sentences and where others is just the first word and then it just keeps
Yeah,
scrolling.
I seen
I was
that
like
complaint.
I was like that was interesting. It's not a big deal, but I was just like why? Just keep it one or the other. Why?
Yeah, I get it.
Um some of the also those scenes seem kind of dumb. Like are they necessary? I don't think so, but it's nice. I mean,
How did you feel about, and spoilers, listeners, in case you never played a game, just this is a spoiler coming up. How do you feel about your boy Todd coming back?
oh yeah, I saw him. I was like, oh shit. He does. It seemed like they drew him a little bit older.
Well, yeah.
Um, well, I don't know. Where's Ash getting older? You know what I mean? So I did like that. I wish I could switch characters when I can play as Todd. Um,
Does it matter?
I don't know, but you better it takes pictures better. But yeah, I did like that he showed up. Is this is I know the doctor is, but is this the same girl from the show?
No, no, these are all new characters.
I thought that this doctor was the one from the show.
No.
No? Oh, okay then. Well, fuck me. I miss Professor Oak. Where do you go? Wonderful. Uh, when you show him all those pictures. I also feel them short. Are they shorter? But I guess in the original game there were
They were
that
fairly
many.
short too. So
Uh,
do you like it so far or not?
yes, yes. I
Okay.
forgot to say that. Yeah.
Okay. I obviously love it. Whether I'm a biased fan or not. I don't think people realize yet that there is so much shit to do in each of these things,
Yeah.
even if you have everything accessible, because certain interactions it don't happen unless you make an interaction happen in the previous section, but sometimes that won't happen unless you make another interaction
Oh,
happen
I could already
with
tell that.
another
Yeah.
interaction in
I could
another
already tell.
section. And so there's so many different chain effects. And to get like the 4-star photos and the 3-star photos, like there's a lot of shit to do.
Yeah.
And so I can see people playing endless hours of this game, which I'm excited for it because it gives you a reason to go back to the game.
Definitely.
My only pet peeve is that I don't like how, you have to pick 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, 4-star pictures, and you take all these pictures of like, let's say Pikachu, but even if you have like 10 4-star pictures and 3, 2-star pictures and maybe 16 1-star pictures, you can only pick one
I noticed
out of
that.
the
Yeah.
whole thing. And I'm
I
like, but
noticed that.
I need one for each slot. Let me pick one for each slot, not just one. So that was my only pet peeve about the my experience so far.
But yeah, I did notice that. I'm like, I don't know which one's better. I did notice that some of them were like, "Oh, that's a really good shot," and then you'd be like, which one? Which one is it? Can you help me out? Because you said something when I took it." So yeah.
I'm trying to
Oh,
think.
what is?
When you get the Illumina orbs, make sure you use them quite often because those trigger certain things to happen.
I also wanted to ask how many other items. Just if
I
you
don't know.
off the
I
top of
have the
your head,
fluff fruit, I have the Illumina orbs, and then I have the music. That's it.
the Poke Flute.
It's not a Pokeflute. It's just like a stereo from your Neo One or whatever.
Okay, so all right then. I'm more interested to see what else there is to interact with these
Yeah.
Pokemon.
The only other thing I'll say, and Ham, I never showed you a picture of this, but before Pokemon Snap came out, I bought the old school Snap cards that you used to get from Blockbuster.
Oh, I
those
know what you're
chip
talking about.
cards. Yeah, that had like Squirtle, Charmander,
Yeah.
Jigglypuff, and Pikachu on them. I bought them, and they look cool, and I like them.
Oh, I thought maybe you had like the printer that prints out the pictures or whatever.
Oh, from the
Uh,
new Pokemon Snap game?
yeah. Is there a thing? I don't know.
There is a printer that does connect Bluetooth or connect wirelessly to your Nintendo Switch. There's also a special Pikachu edition that I actually managed to get a pre-order in.
Oh. Oh,
That
so they're
doesn't
not
come
out.
out. The printer is out. You can buy the individual printer, but if people want the special Pikachu one, that's technically not out until the end of May, and I don't know if they're going to restock them. I was just really lucky. I got onto Amazon. I was playing one night, and I was like, let me check out Amazon and refresh a couple times, and it finally came up, and I was like, oh my god, I was not expecting this, and I just automatically pre-ordered it.
You know what I'm gonna ask? How
10 bucks.
much? No, get the
Oh
fuck
no,
out of here.
no.
10 bucks
The
to
printer,
put the
the printer
pre-order.
itself, is 100. The
Oh, God.
Pikachu edition is 120 because it's just a
It's
carrying
only
case
20
for
more.
the whole thing. That's it.
Okay. I thought it was 20.
All right. Well, that's pretty much it for the
Good
episode.
job, Mike.
Yeah, I know,
Oh,
right?
thank you.
How's that Horizon gameplay going?
So I've been taking a lot of pictures on my phone.
Hey, how's Ready Player 2 going?
Hey,
What's that?
all right. So let's end this episode now. We're not going to do a movie trivia thing. Ham needs to go bedtime.
I'm the
It's
champion, undefeated champ.
Sure, whatever you want to call yourself. But yeah, listeners, we'll be back again next week, of course. Hopefully, as long as no one's pretending to be sick. And do we have a movie selected for next week?
I've been looking. It's a secret. It's a secret.
Oh, this is a Ham's pick for next week.
I got one.
No, we're good. All right. Other than that, any closing words, gentlemen?
I love you.
Question mark?
No, I got nothing. Skip me.
Christ. Held us in suspense for so long.
Have a good one,
All right.
guys.
Yep. Have a good night.
Bye.